Welcome, everybody, to Cocktail con las Chicas, episode 1. So
Yes.
excited that we're finally here. Let's cheers to episode 1.
Cheers.
I am your host, Dr. Marisol Brescia, co host Carmen Kishav. How are you, Carmen?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Having a long week. This is the longest week
Yes.
that I've had, and it's only Thursday.
It's
So we
only
have 2 more
Thursday.
days to go.
Yep.
Yes. So, our first episode, we will be discussing a big, big, big topic. The
It's
big
big.
topic is what is it, Carmen?
Friendship. We're
It's
gonna be talking
friendship.
about friendship.
So, friendships to me are just as important as relationships, right?
And just as
So,
important as family.
absolutely. So, there's a give and take, there is a two-way street, there is communication. Sometimes friendships are so meaningful that they're harder to like break up from, right? You ever had an experience where you had to break up with a friend?
Many times.
Many times. Yeah, I think as I
Yes.
grow older, my circle becomes smaller and smaller. I think people's priorities are talking about me. My priorities have changed. Like if you're not happy for me, if you're not going to support, my success, if you're not happy that I'm married or that I'm doing this, that I'm moving a certain way, that I'm getting that bag, that I'm trying to be better for myself, for my family, you don't need to be in my circle.
No,
But this
you
is
don't
the
need to
way
be
that
a
I
friend.
think. And this is what I think about friendship. If I win, you're winning too,
Yes. And
right?
friendship's supposed to celebrate each other instead of competing each other.
I love that. I love that. And that's a
Yes. We
hundred
don't
percent right.
compete. If
That's
we
a
are
hundred
real
percent right.
friends, we don't compete. It's like we don't compete with family, we don't compete with friends. And friends are the
Period.
family that we choose because we choose to be friends.
Absolutely.
Family, I don't decide who is gonna be my mother. I don't decide who's gonna be my father.
Absolutely.
But
But friends,
my
you get
friends,
to choose.
I get to choose.
Right. So now here you are sharing something, a really important thing, anything. Success, you graduated from school, right? I'm not going to be that person that's going to up one you. I'm not
Exactly.
going to say, well, something happened to me too. No, I'm going to let you have your time.
In your moment,
Why not?
yeah,
Why am I
definitely.
competing with my good friend? Why?
Yes. There is no reason for competition.
Just like you and your husband. You're not competing back and
No.
forth. Who's better? Who's making more money? Who's
Yeah,
doing this
no.
better? Who You guys
And
are a
everything,
team.
and everybody has their own time. Like you have your time to shine, I will have my time to shine. It will
100%.
come. It's like we have a saying in Spanish, el sol sale para todos.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to say it
Can
in
you
English.
translate that? The light comes out for everybody,
Something like
right?
that,
It
right?
sounds better in Spanish for sure. But yes, when it's your time, it is your time. Be a good friend and you don't have to compete with anybody like you
Yes.
mentioned.
No, no, we
But
don't have to
again,
compete.
meaningful relationships.
Yes.
Meaningful relationships that I can go to you when I am good, when I am bad, when
When
I
I am
need your
worst.
help, when I need advice, when I'm going through a rough time, when I'm going through a good time, right?
Yes.
But let me
But
tell you, go ahead.
I I I I I was watching a podcast the other day and I saw a term that says, "Are you a friend that you are a cactus or are you a flower?" Like
Oh,
a flower, you need to be water all the time, you need to be
mm,
care all the time, but you can be a cactus that you can just be there, and we can not talk or not see each other for a period of time. And when we see again, it's gonna be like we never stop
you
talking or
pick up
seeing each
right where
other.
you left off.
Exactly.
And you know what? Where we are in life, Carmen, you need
We
those
have to
type of
be,
friends.
and we have to be cactus.
Carmen, how many times do we we try to get together, not just me and you, but even with our girlfriends, right? We can't even pick a day. We pick days
No, we
every
can't.
month and we
And
can't
I
do it.
thought that working in different places, it was gonna make it easier. It's make it harder.
Very difficult. But not just work, priorities, children,
Yes.
relationships, jobs, right? Where you have to
But
be.
I do think when you really care, you have to make the time because it's like you have to put the work when you really care about somebody. It's like when you are dating, when you were dating your husband, if you didn't make the effort to go out with him, to get to know him, do you think that you're gonna be married today? You are not gonna be married. You're not even gonna have a
100%.
relationship. So those little things that you can do here and there, it is important for the friendship to flourish at the end of the day.
Absolutely. 100%. And then you have personalities.
Yes,
Everyone's personality is
totally
different.
different.
Are you compatible? Right? Do
Are
you
you
get
travel
upset?
friendly?
Are you travel friendly? Now that you bring that up, we went to a incredible cruise last April with a group
Yes.
of our friends. And let me tell you, I was a little nervous because our friendship with our girlfriends mean a lot to me.
Yes.
They mean a lot to me. Each person in our circle means so much to me. So I was a little nervous because we were all in one room. We got a nice suite and we
Very
were
nice
all in
suite.
one room. I'm sorry, but we
It's not my
had
fault I'm
it's
VIP.
it's not my fault that I'm VIP. I love that. That was funny. Um, but the point is, this was the first time in years that we were traveling together, right? And
Yes.
everyone's personality is different. So
Yes.
this was testing our friendships. This was testing, are we actually compatible?
Yes.
And if it's not compatible, are we okay when we get back home to still be okay?
Yes.
Can we come back from that? What did you think about our trip?
I think it was a spectacular trip, and I think we got along so nicely. It was so good. I think I never laughed so much in my life like we laughed in Chehal in Mexico. That was a spectacular day.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that was a great day. We get to enjoy. We get to, and we thought, or people thought of us that we were gonna be partying every day,
yeah,
that we were gonna be up all night. We were grandmas at 9 p.m. We were gonna be in bed. We were, not even getting dressed up. We were eating our dinner
yeah,
in our bathing suit,
yeah.
wet.
That's true. But again, it was so much fun. But the only way to actually find out is to go.
Yes,
Gotta take
just
that risk, right?
yes,
Because I want to have a girls' trip, and that's essentially what it was. It was us girls, six of us, five of us. One of our
five of
girlfriends
us.
couldn't
Yes,
make it. Five of us on a cruise, education cruise, but I felt like we gave each other the freedom to kind of do what we wanted to do.
yes,
Carmen, you don't want to do this with me? Great, I'll meet up with you later.
yes,
There was one
absolutely,
rule though. There was one rule. We wanted to at least have our meals together.
exactly, and we did.
Absolutely. So
Yes,
breakfast, lunch, dinner, we made it a point. Listen, this is the time that we're going to meet back up because we at least wanted to share whatever we experienced, right?
exactly.
And you and I are very very similar in taste about many things. But
Yes,
you did your thing, I did my
yes,
thing,
yes.
and then we did our thing together.
Yes, exactly. I did my classes. I was up early. I missed some of them because the change of the time, it
Yes.
was troubling for me. I
But
didn't realize that it was going to change so much.
but overall it was
It
spectacular.
was a
I would
spectacular trip.
100% travel with the ladies again.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. It was a great trip and I slept. That was the best part. That I was able to sleep the whole night.
And that goes back to our priorities, right? We're so
Yes.
exhausted.
Yes.
How many days a week do you work?
I worked two
Like
days a week.
physically at a job
2 days a
outside
week.
of your house, 2 days a
two
week.
days a week.
But
Yes.
you have small kids.
Yes.
That
So
is
I
the
so that's
hardest
my
job.
full-time job. That's my full-time job.
People see that as, oh, she's home.
Oh, she's a home. She's
She's
a
a
stay-at-home
stay-at-home
mom.
mom. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be able to do what you do. So I commend you for
It
that
was it
100%.
was so it's so hard. I prefer to see. Let me see. Let's say like this. I prefer to take four patients in CCU,
I know. But let me tell
four
you,
patients in the annex by myself with no tech.
but let me tell you this, as you see them grow, you wish they were smaller again. And if you can do it all over again, you would do
Oh
it
my
just the
gosh.
same.
Oh my. Oh my God, I need them to stop growing.
I
I
know.
really need them. Imagine Andrew's gonna be 2 years next month. He's gonna be 2 years old. And I just had him the other day.
I
He need to
remember the
stop
other day
growing.
you just had him.
Yeah,
Except
he
it
need to.
wasn't the other day, it was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. But I feel the same about Adrian, and Adrian is 6 years old. So
He's
I
six
feel
years
like
old?
he's 6 years old.
Oh
Imagine.
my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
mine is 14, gonna be 14.
Oh my gosh. I'm not ready for that time.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not ready either, but it comes. You know what I mean?
It
But
comes.
I think our friendship is very strong because we're mothers too. We have a lot to
Yes.
relate. Although our
Yes.
kids are different ages, I've been where you have been, right?
Definitely. Yes.
Those phases already passed. So I understand you. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Yes.
But it's if I say, Carmen, I can't do that. I'm out with my child. I'm watching a basketball game. I'll call you later. You're like, no problem.
Absolutely. Because you're doing something with him. It's like you need to we get to have so little time because, for example, even though I'm home, my kids go to school, they have after school activities, they are very busy, they are very social, their schedule is filled, like I have my Google calendar and it's everything is for them. Like I am booked every single day
Yeah.
until 7 p.m., sometimes a little bit later. So we get so little time to spend with them and to give quality time because it's not about quantity, it's not about the quantity, the how much time do we give them, it's about the quality of the time
Mm,
that we are able to give our kids. So
absolutely.
we are so busy with our own life. But if I call you, if you cannot answer, you tell me, oh, I am at the game. I don't expect you to talk to me when you are in the game, unless I'm
Right.
having a heart attack, unless I'm having
Right.
a stroke, unless
Absolutely.
I really need you to be there, unless something tragic happened, God forbid.
Right.
But that's your time for your kid, and I have to respect that.
Absolutely. But with that being said, with us being, mothers, spouses, successful, entrepreneurs, there's times where we have to take out for us, our
Definitely.
me time, right?
Yes.
And not just me time, but our girl time,
Yes.
right? So that's why we try to set aside those times. Let's just go out to dinner. Because let me tell you, hitting the club is not my vibe anymore.
Oh no, sorry, I
I've
can't.
been there, done that. But if you call me
Sorry,
for
done
dinner,
that. I will be there.
yeah, we can do a sit down dinner. We can do a brunch. I'm down for
Yes,
brunches.
I'm down for brunch, and please, the place have parking. That's a very important thing.
But
I need a
it's
place with parking.
there
I
you
cannot be
go.
looking.
There
I
you
cannot be
go. You
looking for
see the
parking
priorities.
in this cold weather. I cannot be looking for parking. I'm
I
so
hear you.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hear you. But again, sharing those moments of just laughing, how your week went, how are you feeling? But also understanding that we always have to check up on our friends that we think are strong,
Definitely, definitely.
right?
Sometimes we kind of overlook our friends that we see from they're the strong from the outside. But sometimes people are copying. That's the copy mechanism that they use to show themselves that they are strong. But sometimes they also have feelings, they have emotions, and they go through stuff like any other people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have to be honest, I'm not one to complain, right? I'll vent. I'll vent,
Yes,
but I'm
definitely.
not a complainer. Why? You have your issues too. So if you tell me this is going on this week, I am zipped up. That is your moment. It's about you. You know what I mean? But understand that I also have feelings, like you said. I'm
Yes,
also coping with my own personal issues, and I may not be available every single moment. Warrant an emergency, I'm gonna be there, you know?
definitely.
But I have to take care of me too. Just like we always bring up, if I'm not good, how do I help you?
Exactly. Like in the plane, they say put your oxygen first, and then you can put your kids' oxygen.
And that's what it is. How do I give you relationship advice if my relationship is crappy?
Exactly.
How do I tell you how to raise a child but I don't live with my kid? How do I tell you how to pass an exam if I failed them?
Yes,
Right? I can't do that. I got to make sure that I'm in check before I can take care of you and help you as my friend,
definitely.
right?
Yes,
So, but friendship to me is just as important. You don't need 20 friends, 30 friends like you
No.
needed in high school. It was quantity.
Yes, it was
Now
quantitative at that
it's
time.
quality.
Quality. This is what we want, quality. Yes. But
Somebody,
I have a lot of friends because I speak to everybody.
yeah, but you're friendly. You're friendly. You're very friendly. I feel like you can make the wall talk to you.
I can talk to a chair.
So
Please
you're a very friendly person.
don't diagnose me with schizophrenia.
No, no, but don't let me analyze you. Be careful.
Don't analyze me. Don't analyze me.
Don't let me analyze you. But no, you are an, if I can describe how you are, I would say extremely friendly. You like to chat, you like to
Oh my
talk.
gosh. And Adrian is the same way.
There you go. I wonder where he gets it from.
And not you too.
They definitely got it from their mama for sure.
For sure.
But that's such a great quality, right? I feel like
Yeah.
I'm more serious until I get to know somebody.
Yes.
My
You
guard,
put like a little bit of bar in front.
my
Yes.
guard is up.
Yes.
My guard is up. And then once I get to know you and we're vibing, it comes down,
Yeah.
right? Same thing with trust. I gotta build. I gotta build. I gotta see how much you give me. I gotta give you, right? Give or take. But I have to test the waters. I'm not just an all in type of friend. I have to
Yeah.
test the waters to see if you're my ride or die. And then I'm
Definitely.
gonna give you 100%.
Yeah, and you do give 100%. That's one good quality about you that when you love hard.
I do. I'm definitely that type of friend. And I'd like to think that. Do I have my flaws? 100%. Am I
All of us
perfect?
do.
Far from it.
No.
But I think I try my best, and that's all I can do to be a good friend, kind
Yes.
friend.
And yeah, yeah, we need kindness. We
100.
definitely need more kindness. What do you think about your friendship? How your friendship have evolved from before to now? Like childhood to middle, like whenever you were a child, and then in high school, and then adulthood friends that you meeting them now.
Absolutely. And as time changes, you change with time because I
Yes,
am not the person I used to be. I'm not the same person a year ago, 6 months ago.
I was not the same person yesterday.
You grow as a person, and those that want to come along with you will come along. Those that are supposed to continue on that journey will continue on. It's a little hard. I know some people have friendships from when they were in kindergarten. I don't have those friends anymore, right?
I do have some.
I and I'm happy to hear that. I
Yeah, I
personally
have
don't.
from all grades. I have from
I love
like from
that.
I was in elementary school. I still have from middle school. I still have from high school.
I
I still
love
have
that.
some from
But do you
college back
talk to them
home.
often? Like, do you consider them your
Kind of.
friends?
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Okay.
definitely. Like Lucy, you met Lucy. She's
I
from we went to high school together.
I see. Okay.
Yes,
So grammar school, I know people, but we kind of lost touch. Like, do I see them on social media? Yes. But
yes.
can I call them my friends? Not anymore. We kind of grew apart, right?
Yeah, and that's okay to grow apart too. I grew apart with a lot of people.
Absolutely. And that comes with time. Your
Yeah,
commonalities with me are different. They're no longer common. We've moved
yes,
on. But we can be cordial. When I see you, I'm like, oh my
definitely.
God, Carmen, haven't
Yes,
seen you in a long time,
yes,
right?
yeah,
But I
definitely.
do have a high school bestie that I had back in high school, and she is one, I think about her all the time. Her name is Rami. And, she moved because she went into the military, and she's now a mother of four, but her husband continues on into the military. So she's
God bless
like
her
a
soul with those four
cactus.
kids.
Yeah, four beautiful girls, gorgeous,
Beautiful.
like gorgeous. But every time we come back together, it's like we never left.
That's beautiful.
It's a cactus. And do I wish she was my next door neighbor? I don't think. I think, other than my two best friends, I don't think I've ever found someone that finishes my sentences the way she did. Someone that, man, she was my sister. You know what I mean?
Because you grew together, you grew up together and everything.
And I mean, we just shared so many intimate, important times. Our birthdays were a few days apart. She went through
Wow.
a lot of stuff that I was there for her. I went through stuff that she was there for me. It was just, it's such a beautiful relationship. Again, we don't speak to each other sometimes months, sometimes years, but when we do, it's like we picked right up. And we don't hold each other like, well, why didn't you call me? I didn't call you. You didn't call. We get it. It's life. It's called life. But we come right back together. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
got relationships like that?
Um, yes, I do. I do have a few, and also family members like that too. Like for example, some of my cousins, I cannot talk to them, maybe for a few months, sometimes years. But whenever I see them, whenever I connect with them again, it's like we never left. Oh my gosh, we are the same people. We are again, and it's so beautiful. And I love that. I really love that feeling when you can connect with those people again, and it's like we are here at the same time place that we left, but it was 10 years apart.
Absolutely. And then I have like different circles of friends. I have my work friends that became
Oh my gosh.
family. I
Yes.
have my nursing school friends that are two of my best friends, right? That I don't know how I would do life without them. I have, friends that have come along the way that people have introduced me to,
Yes.
right? So I have my gym friends. It's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right?
The
So
mom's friends.
mom's friends, right? There's different circles.
There is
There,
different circles.
there's different circles that you kind of just go through depending on your commonalities, right?
Yes.
But friendship is so important, and it's something that you need to ease your heart. You need
Yes.
someone on your side.
Definitely. And it's so good that whenever you can go and spend time with your friends and just talk about, like, we can talk about the Kardashian, we can talk about anything, but we can,
Anything.
anything, we can talk about anything, but it feels so good because we're not stressing about life. We're just talking
Mm,
about girls, like whatever we want to talk about.
yeah.
Maybe we want to talk about the shoes, the
Yeah.
bag, and the shopping. And oh my gosh, I did my hair today and they didn't do a good job.
Well,
And
what about conversations that may be a little difficult, but you know that you trust these people, these friends of yours, and no one's going to judge you for whatever you think.
absolutely, absolutely. Although sometimes I have burned myself for oversharing too much.
Oh, okay. I guess that's a problem, oversharing.
That's a problem, oversharing
Well, it
too.
depends who you're
It depends.
oversharing with.
Yes.
Because if
Bec-
you share something with me, I may not think it's oversharing. I can be like, Carmen, I get you. I get it. Some
Yes.
people are like, TMI, Carmen.
Yes.
It depends
Yes.
where you stand.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But yeah, but sometimes I get those. And it's good.
Again, it's ride or die,
Yes.
two-way street. You know what I
Have you
mean?
ever have a relation? Have you have a friendship like from distance, a distance friendship,
Yeah, well, my
a long
girlfriend that I
distance?
was talking about, she lives in Kentucky. Well, she's actually moved around different places because she's part of a military family.
Mm,
So, yes, that's who I would say is my true friend that lives distant from me. Other than
yes,
that, my friends are pretty close.
I see. No, I
Yeah.
have plenty of my friends. They are back home because I was
Okay.
born and
So
raised in
they're in the
Dominican Republic.
DR.
So yeah, so they are there. Most of my family are there, and I also have my sister in Italy. So sometimes you become friends with your siblings too. So my two sisters, they are my closest friends
I
too.
love that. I
Yes,
love that. And you can share anything with them.
of course, definitely, everything. I
I
share
love that.
everything.
Well, in since we're talking about friendship, I actually have a little game. You're down to
Let's
play?
do it. Let's do it.
All right, so this is, can you see that?
Yep.
It's called The Blank and. It's the friendship edition. It's
Good.
by The Skin Deep. It's
You are the
really,
queen of games. You are the queen of games.
literally, I love games. I love games. I feel
I
like it
still,
prompts conversation.
I still remember the time that we went to the beach to Jersey Shore and we were playing in the
Yes,
sand.
yes,
I love it. I love it. That day was great. That we had so much fun. The
exactly.
food was spectacular. The place was amazing.
It was a good
It
time.
was it was a good time.
It was a
It was
good
an
time.
amazing time.
But I do agree with you. I am the queen of games. I love games. I feel like it just adds so much fun to whatever you're doing, your outing, your house, event. It doesn't matter where you are, you can always play a game, right?
Yes.
So, this particular brand, the Skin Deep, they have different types of like relationship,
Oh, nice.
parents,
Where do you
friendship.
get those? Amazon?
This was online. Actually, this is an Instagram game that I
Oh,
bought. And I love it.
wow.
It's a card game, and you kind of just ask your friends questions to prompt that deep, deep, meaningful conversation, right?
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, I can definitely start if you want.
Yes, start with me.
All right. So, I am going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer it about me. Okay?
Okay, so it's about you. Okay.
Yes. So, the question is, what was your first impression of me that you've never told me?
Let's see. So when I think the first time I met you, I was in medical ICU, and
Yes.
I think, with Ante.
Okay.
Yes, I think I was with Ante, working with Ante. I was new to there, but you were in the other unit, and then we met because you were coming down to us, and then I felt like, oh my gosh, we can be good friends because and I was like, yes, and you're Latina, yes, Spanish speaking. But
Yes.
yeah, I think, yeah, I felt that you were friendly. I didn't feel that
That guard?
courting, that guard. I didn't feel that. I guess, and also we talk a lot. You talk to me about your song and everything. So I guess I gave you a good vibe at that time, that
Gotcha.
you were actually sharing about your song and everything. But yeah, that's how I remember that we met.
So we got along pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
very quickly, like from the and then and then remember when you were doing the education about blood transfusion, and then
Yes.
you
I
were
was an
doing the
educator.
education, and then uh after that, and then you started working right away, and then we used to give report,
Yes.
because I was night shift, and then you were day shift, and then I was day shift, and then you were night shift.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was very quickly because we I guess we have like a good energy about us,
Yes.
and then it was right away.
I think we have a very special type of friendship, Carmen. Some things you just don't forget, right? Like during
Yes.
COVID, you would literally
Oh my
take
gosh.
me and drive me every single time to Newark Penn Station. And I would take the path back to Manhattan so I can get back home. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So instead of me catching the train from Elizabeth, then Elizabeth to Newark, and then Newark to Manhattan,
Yeah.
you would
And then
give me
get
that
stuck with.
boost. Yep, and I'm very grateful for it. Like those things,
Oh.
like you never forget. During the hard times, you were always
But
there.
it was really hard for all of us, Chica. The
Yeah,
least I can, it was really hard, and I think we supported each other because
absolutely,
a lot of healthcare workers left the work because of COVID, and we were
absolutely.
able to stay because at some point we had each other. We were working a lot on the same shift and a lot on the same unit. It was a rough time for all of us, but we had each other, and we comfort each other, which and we support each other in the difficult times.
And I think that's what brought us even stronger
In
together as
closer,
a
yes,
friend. You know what I
yes,
mean? So, all right, that was good, friend. That was good. All right, you ready for another one, or did you want to
yes,
go?
yeah.
Do you want me to
No,
finish off maybe three cards?
yes, you finish.
Okay.
Yes, you
So
finish
the
off.
next one is, how have I changed since we first met?
I don't think you have changed a lot because, first of all, you always were career driven. You were the same person when it comes to your family. You are very close to your son, very close to your mother. You are very family oriented. You are very caring, very kind. So I don't think those things have changed. Uh, you know, you got married. That's one change.
Yes,
That's a big one.
definitely.
You got married. Uh, Another thing is maybe now you see you want to be a girl boss.
Well, I definitely am a girl boss now.
Now, exactly. That's the difference. That
Yes,
before we used to work for somebody, now you work for yourself.
that's right. That's right.
Yes.
So, yes, I agree.
And you have a doctor degree.
That's very true too.
Yes.
Absolutely. So quite a few things since our evolution of our friendship,
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Okay. And what do you think makes me happy?
Definitely your son. I
The king of
think
the castle.
definitely your son, your family make you definitely happy, and your friends too, and also traveling. And then let me see, let me put it in order. Is your son will include your family too. Then it's gonna be your career. I think your career number two. Then it's gonna be traveling. I think you love to travel. Then it's gonna be eating in Michelin star restaurant. That's another one. And then it is gonna be shopping.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
And do not
all those
say,
things are true.
and you need to stop saying that I am a bad influence
You're
because
definitely a terrible
I
influence.
am not a bad influence. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna answer, and you
Can we
expect me
just
to be
talk about
honest.
that for a second?
Yes.
Because do I love shopping? 100%. But you're a whole different level type of buddy shopping, okay? Because nothing looks bad on me. Every color looks perfect.
It
Every
was looking
shoe
good. It was
looks
giving, like
incredible.
people say.
Everything looks magnificent. No, I want a friend that says, no, friend, don't get that shoe. It's $1,200. You're like, no, amiga,
But
amiga, it's perfect. You can get something to match it. I know it's a pink color, but you can definitely match it with other colors. Like, you never
chica,
say
but I
no.
hook you up with a discount. I hook you up with a discount. What else do you want from me?
You're dangerous. That's the
I hook
bottom
you up with
line.
a discount. I do the math for you. I say, buy this and buy that, and you get this amount extra, and then you can buy something else after. You know, like that's a game.
It's called dangerous friendships.
No,
That's
it's not danger. It's I'm saving you, girl math. This is girl math. It's given. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's
know, it's
given a whole
given.
lot of spending money. It's and I think yes, we both have changed a lot. We're going back to the question. We've both changed a lot regarding shopping because
Oh
I
my gosh,
don't think we're as impulsive as we are, right? Starting a business is a whole different animal. And
different.
you are doing the same thing, right?
Yes,
You're right behind me and
I am
priorities have changed. And in order to have a
absolutely.
business, you need money
Yeah, and a lot of it.
and a lot of it. So
Yes.
instead of buying that $1,200 Jimmy Choo, we're going to have to invest that in the bank for something that the business needs, right? The
Yep.
priorities have shifted.
I'm okay with the some elements now.
That's okay. And sometimes and it's okay. Like we don't have to do all that crazy stuff that
No,
we did at one point.
no. I'm okay with the $50 pair of shoes. I'm totally
Absolutely.
fine. I'm
I
totally
mean,
fine.
once in a while, it's okay.
In the future, after my kids go to college,
Yeah, priorities. Priorities.
priorities.
Absolutely. All right, girlfriend, hit me with the cards.
Okay. So,
So now I'm
Coco.
answering questions about you.
Okay. All right. So, what I'm gonna ask, like if I, that was for me. What's your greatest fear about getting older?
What do I think it's your greatest fear about getting older? Um, I think you do worry a lot about your physical being, right? About how you look. I think
Mhm.
you are a very classy woman that's very well put together, right?
Sometimes.
A lot of the times.
When I go
Most
to
of the
pick up
time.
my kids, I don't look good.
Most of the
Disclaimer.
time. But I know that you're very into the aesthetic part of
I
being,
do love it.
looking good, looking healthy, having great skin, that I almost fear that if you have a little wrinkle, you're like, "Oh my God." Like you're very fearful
Look at
of the
that.
physical.
Look at that. My Botox.
Uh-oh, your
Kid.
Botox is working, girlfriend. Your Botox is working. I
So
see
it's
no
killing me.
wrinkles. I see no wrinkles. And listen, it's okay. People that get Botox, people that get plastic surgery, if it makes you happy, be
Get
a
it done.
supportive friend. Go do it. If it's going to better your self esteem, I'm all for it.
Definitely.
That's your decision. It's your
That's your
decision.
body.
Do it safely, and you have
That's
100%
important.
my support. You're big on
Definitely.
Botox. You love how to look great. You love a perfect red lip, right? I'm
Yes.
surprised you don't have a red lip now.
Yeah, I,
Maybe
you
next
know,
time. Maybe
maybe
next time you
next
can bring
time.
in your red lip.
Definitely my signature red lipstick.
Yes, exactly. But nonetheless, the physical aspect I feel that you fear as you get older, right? Because you have incredible inner qualities. And I don't think once they're innate, you continue on with them. But I think you're fearful of physically, right?
Yeah, although chica, I am an enemy of the diet. And I'm an enemy of the gym.
I got to
I'm
convince you a little
sorry.
bit more.
Oh my gosh, those ladies, they're gonna kill me.
Definitely.
The fierce lady.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh. But that was
But
so
I
good
always
though.
say if you're fearful of something happening, what are you doing to prevent it?
That's true.
Right? It's all about
That's true.
prevention.
Yes,
If
it's
you're
all
not
about
taking care
prevention.
of
But
yourself,
definitely, yes. If I wish that I can live closer to your gym because I really like the energy there. It was
I love
so
my
good.
girls.
And they actually are very good at making you do things,
Mm.
It was hard for me because, of course, I am coming to a boot camp when I am not even physically trained. I don't even walk a mile. I park to the closest
But you
parking so that I
survived.
don't have to walk too much, but I survive.
You survived.
Yes, I finish. I
You
finish
finished.
it.
Exactly right.
Yes, I
And let me
finish
tell
it.
you, while we're on that topic, I've met some incredible women in that gym. It's called Fierce Lioness, by the way. Shout out to my trainers, Claudia, Masi, and Nikki. I mean, I've met some incredible women in that gym that are supportive. They are boss babes. They are ahead of the game. It's inspiring.
It's
It's,
very
and
inspiring.
that's what you need. You need friends that are going to
Yes.
inspire you.
And also, I feel like it's so safe to go there because it's all women's gym. It's so
I
safe
love
and
it.
it's so important.
Let me tell you what happened to me 2 days ago. I started this 8 week challenge of getting fit, not necessarily to lose weight, but to gain habits, right? Getting your steps in, eating cleaner, making sure that when you look at the scale, you don't see a number, right? These are the little tidbits that my trainers teach me. And there was
Hmm.
other girls at the gym and it was my day for pictures. And I told my trainer Claudia, "Can we do it in the bathroom? Can we take the photos in the bathroom because I'm embarrassed?" And all the ladies outside said, "Why? We're all here to support you. You got this. You've done this before.
Right.
We've all done it." And that's why we come to a gym like that, to feel safe,
Yes, definitely.
right?
It's so nice. I wish I could live closer. I would definitely go because
Yeah.
they would inspire me to go every night
But even
to
if you
to
didn't
do
go
the
every
things.
night, if they do any events, I'll let you know,
Absolutely, yes,
you know?
absolutely. I
But
would just go prepare with my. I would be wearing my aloe outfit
there
with my
you go.
shaky legs.
But my point to that is, you go to the gym, you find common ground with these other ladies and you become
Definitely.
friends. One of my incredible friends that I met, Ashley. Ashley. I
She's
mean,
so nice.
beyond.
I love her.
Talk about bending backwards, bending backwards. Supportive, loving, literally gives you everything that she has. 100% friendship.
Definitely. Yes, she's so
100%.
nice. She's so nice. I like that chica.
100%. So, shout out to my gym. Shout out to my gym. I
It
can't
was
stress it
it,
enough.
Thank you for the killing. The next day I couldn't walk. I was walking. I couldn't even go up the stairs.
I love that.
I was walking sideways.
But you'll be back. Don't you worry. All right, Chica. So now we're going
So
to do the second card.
yes. So if you could have something of mine, what would it be and why?
Honestly, I think I would want that quality that you have of being friendly. I feel like I'm friendly, but again, I have that guard, right? I
Yeah,
feel like you just attract really positive vibes and you're an incredible friend, right?
thank you,
I
chica.
wish that I had that energy 100% of the time. I feel like you're at 100 24/7, right? I feel like sometimes I'm not in the mood to talk. I just don't want to be bothered. And then sometimes I have my really high days where I'm like, let's do it, let's get it. But I feel like you're there 100% of the time. And maybe that comes with being a great friend on your end, right? Because
Yeah.
you give it your all. You're like, if
Yes,
Marisol
definitely.
needs me, I'm going to be there and I'm going to give her 100%.
Definitely. I definitely, but let me tell you this. I have a hard time comprehending that portion because I give my 100%, but sometimes you're not gonna get 100%.
Mm,
But as I grew older, I realized that it doesn't matter if I get a 30% in return. It's what it matters is that I already gave everything I had. So
correct.
people will give what they have. I give my 100%. And for example, somebody asked me, oh, can you help me with this? And I try my best. And sometimes it bothers me when I cannot help somebody. It really bothers me. I do it for myself because
Yeah,
it makes me feel good when I can be there for somebody.
absolutely.
When I can for example, somebody said, oh, can you help me to do this? Can you help me to, or anything? It can be anything. Or can you listen to me? Or can I talk to you? Can I call you? Do you have any advice? I love that. And it makes me feel good that people trust me to do
Right.
any of those kind of things.
Absolutely. You're the go-to. When I'm like, Carmen, I need this done. Where do I go? You're like, I got it. I'm going to send you the link. Where did you get this from? I got it. Right? Like you're just very giving. You're just very, very giving. I feel like I'm definitely giving, but you're giving 100% all the time. Right? And I think that's such an incredible quality of yours
Oh,
that I
thank you,
wish that
Chica.
I can have. I'm
Oh,
gonna,
you have
maybe
it.
if you want to give me 50% of it, I'll take it.
Oh, Chica. So the next one is, when was the last time you laughed so hard you nearly pissed yourself?
Oh my God. Let me tell you. Okay, I'll give you perfect example. I have so many examples, especially with you though. I remember Secret Santa last year.
Oh my gosh.
OMG. OMG. Okay?
That
Because
last year or
you're,
the year before?
no, let's talk about last year.
Okay.
Because you are a whole different animal when it comes to Secret Santa, okay? Because not only do you provide the gift, you pick up stuff from your son, from the bathroom. Let me just share that an enema was also added into the package because it wasn't just a gift in a box. It was a gift in a box that had a
In the
box
back.
in another box, in the Amazon box, in a wrapping box. I mean, you would think that this gift is it's so big, but it's like this big, right? But in all of that, you had Play-Doh, you had an enema, you had God knows what you had. It was
Oh my gosh.
hysterical, but it just made things so much fun. I
It's
think I
so
might have
much
actually
fun,
peed
right?
in my pants. I
Do you
might
know,
have.
remember the first one when I gave the gift to Andrea?
Oh my God. First of all, you gave it in a Hermes bag. All right. So that's the thing. You like, and we look forward because this Secret Santa, I make sure that I grabbed your box. And not because I feel like you give the best gifts, because I think all the ladies give
Yeah,
incredible gifts.
everybody. Incredible.
But
Stephanie this year was the best.
oh my God. Oh, I don't think we can talk about that right now.
No, we cannot talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't
But
talk about
yes.
Bruno.
So I'm not talking about just the gifts, but how much you give into it, how much thought. Like I don't even pack. I don't even know how to wrap. If you're getting a gift from me, you're getting it in a bag. Tissue, here you go. Sorry, you want a gift? That's the kind of gift that I'm gonna give. But you are so meticulous in the thought process that goes into it.
And
That
the how do you call that in the production?
It's literally a production. And I wanted to be the one to open up the production, but let me tell you, the person that got your gift, Anna, she needed that gift. It was
Oh
all
yes,
about self-care and it was
yes,
exactly what she needed. I
yes. She
felt like
definitely needed it.
everyone that got whatever they got, for some
Yes,
reason, it was
it
supposed to
was
be for
like
them.
meant to be. It was meant
Meant
to
to
be.
be. Meant to be.
Yes.
So I think that every time that we're together, we crack up. I mean, we are rolling on the floor. But if we're talking about like specific memories, Secret Santa's take the cake. 100%.
Oh
Take
my
the
God,
cake. And I love it.
that was fun time.
I love it. I love it. Right? Having an
I remember.
understanding, being kind, being kind, working as a team,
Yes.
having a two-way street, communicating.
Communication is so important. There is so much that we can, if we can communicate, is so much things that we can avoid, so much drama that we can avoid if we can just say, like, oh, you hurt me, or I felt hurt by
Mm,
some actions. Because sometimes people do things, friends, family, they do things without knowing that they hurt you. And
mm,
you are hurt because you think sometimes that they know that they hurt you, but they maybe
mm.
don't realize that they hurt you.
See,
But communication is very important.
and you mentioned that I love hard, and I do, but I also get hurt hard,
Yes, you do.
right? So
Yes,
it's like that's not because I love hard, I get hurt easily,
yes,
right? And because I've gotten hurt easily, I keep a guard up,
yes.
and it's hard for me to bring it back down because maybe I don't feel like I can trust you the way I did. And if I get to that point, I don't know if my friendship can ever be the same,
I see.
you know?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's very difficult to recover a friendship when some boundaries has, it's when you overpass some boundaries. It's
Yes,
difficult. It's difficult to recover because you don't know if you're gonna happen, if it's gonna happen again. So it's
correct.
really hard. It's really hard to recover. It's like it's like if, for example, I put it in its perspective, like example, like if you have your boyfriend, whatever, and he cheated on you, and then you forgive him, but you're not gonna forget, and you
Hmm.
always is on the back of your head is gonna be like,
Is he doing
oh
it
no,
again?
he's gonna do it again. He's gonna cheat on me again, and then you start
Absolutely.
being toxic. You start looking at everything. You start looking at every woman that passed by. Oh, you look at her. You look at
Yeah,
her. Or you giving likes on Instagram because you already been there.
right. Listen, my two best friends and I have been best friends for 14 years. We literally complement each other.
That's beautiful.
Literally. One is a little bit more wild, one is on the other end, and then one is in the middle. We all have incredibly different perspectives of life, different personalities, but we all balance each other out. We
And that's what you
support each
need, a
other.
balance.
And out of the 14 years, we've had one disagreement. One disagreement. And you know what? We made up that same night. That's
Oh,
it.
wow.
Or
That's
maybe that
nice.
next morning. We made up. Done. We spoke about it. We got done because we've realized, is it really worth being upset? If we're sisters, if we're
Yeah,
more than friends, if we're sisters, why not work things out? If you mean that much to me, why not
definitely.
communicate with me?
Yes.
Why not communicate? Let's work this out. That's friendship. That to me is it's
That's
truest friendship.
important. Yeah, we have to communicate.
Absolutely. So I mention it and I will continue to mention it. It's just as important as a spousal
Yes.
relationship, right? It
Yes.
hurts when you break up. It hurts. And
It
if
does
you
hurt.
can't
Yes.
work things out, it's going to take some time to heal, right? So, bottom line is give your all as a friend, be kind, love each other, be
Respect
friendly,
each other.
respect each other, celebrate all the wins, be there for the losses, right? And if you can't call or text every moment, understand that they may be going through something too. So check
Yes.
upon the people that you feel are strong too.
Yes. Check on your friends. Yeah, you need to check up on your friends. Every once in a while I do that. I send a random text. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? I do send random texts especially to the ones that I'm not close anymore.
Hmm.
I do send a text like, "Hi, how are you? How is everything?" At least they know that I'm thinking about them,
Absolutely.
and and
Absolutely.
and that feels good.
Absolutely. Well, to our listeners, thank you so much for listening in onto our episode 1. I
Number
hope you
one,
guys loved our conversation. Let us know if there's any specific topics that you guys want to discuss, that you want us to discuss. But I'm very much looking forward to episode 2 with my favorite chica, Carmen.
yes.
Thank you for
Have a nice
listening to Cocktail con las Chicas.
take
Have a
care.
wonderful night.
Cheers.
Cheers.